In the next question, waveform, a periodic signal xt has been given, and for signal xt, trigonometrical coefficient is ak, and we need to find out the value of minus a2. Now, first of all, we will divide this signal in two parts, and we will draw like this. We will separately draw triangles of signal xt like this, and we will name it signal x1. Now for x1 we are assuming exponential coefficient is c1k. Now we are also assuming for signal xt exponential coefficient is ck. Now the second signal is periodic impulse train x2, and here weight of periodic impulse train is negative. Weight of periodic impulse train is negative, and its weight is -2, like this. And we are also assuming for signal x2 exponential coefficient is c2k. Now we can write down in this way, since xt is summation of x1 and x2, therefore coefficient ck will be summation of c1k and c2k. Here we can use this formula because the two signals x1, x2 and signal xt, all these three signals are having same time period t0 of 2 seconds. Because this relationship, by converting this time domain function and by using this relationship of exponential coefficient, is possible only when signal are having same time period. Now we can put c1k and c2k. Now we will put k is equal to 2 here. So c2 will be equal to c12 plus c22. Now as the given signal xt is real, because here amplitude and weight of impulses are real, so signal xt is real. And for real signal we can use this relationship, ak will be equal to, or ak can be calculated by relationship twice of real part of ck. Now we will put k equals to 2 here, therefore a2 will be equal to 2 into real part of ck, 2 into real part of ck. And since these all functions are real even, then ck will be also real even, so real part of ck is nothing but ck. So it will be like this, and we will put k equals to 2 here. Now if we need to calculate a2, if we have to calculate a2, then we need to calculate c2, and we can calculate c2 from this relationship. Now the periodic impulse train which is available here, for this periodic impulse train c2k we can write down directly by using formula. For periodic impulse train, exponential coefficient is given by this formula, weight divided by time period. Here weight of impulse is -2, time period is 2. So for this periodic impulse train, exponential coefficient is -k. So since c2k is -k, therefore at k equals to 2, c22 is -1. Here c2k is -1, so when we will put k equals to 2, then what we will get? c22 will be also -1. So the value of c22 is -1. Now we need to calculate the value of c1k at k equals to 2. Now when we will look at this waveform. So this waveform is an example of hidden half-wave symmetricity. This waveform is not half-wave symmetric, but when we will perform downward shifting by 0.5, the new waveform produced will be half-wave symmetric. So this is nothing but a half-wave symmetric waveform with some added DC value. So this signal will have hidden half-wave symmetric property. So its expansion will contain DC and odd harmonics only. So expansion of X1T will contain DC, DC and odd harmonics. Now since in X1T no even harmonic is present, and this C22 represent second harmonic exponential coefficient of X1. Since there is this C12, this C12 represent second harmonic coefficient of first signal X1. As there are no even harmonics are present, so this second harmonic coefficient for exponential Fourier series is 0. So the value of C2 is -1. Now we are going to put value of C2 here. So 2 into -1. So the value of A2 is -2. We have to calculate the value of -A2. So the value of -A2 will be equal to 2. So for this question answer is 2.